Isn't it crazy how Giannis and LeBron are the two best players on the 1 seed teams? They both had triple doubles in the opening, and both teams lost.
Yeah, because like you established with the Donovan Mitchell thing, when your great player plays great in the playoffs and the role players don't play well, I feel like it does create a sense of urgency for the rest of the team.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a lead by example thing where I think in most cases it does work.
Yeah.
But that's kind of crazy for your best player to go off like that. Yeah. And it not be that fruitful.
Yeah, it's there are some crazy triple doubles. Giannis went 31, 17 and oh no, he didn't get a triple double. That was my fault.
He did later in the series.
Yeah, he got 7 assists. I thought that was...
Oh, it was 7 assists. Well, it's still big numbers.
Big numbers. Yeah. 13 rebounds. And for you not to reciprocate that, is that the fucking... Reciprocate? Yeah.
One thing I noticed after game 2 is Brooke shot 8 for 12.
Oh, from the field or from 3?
From the field. And he was fired up that game. I don't know what it was, but dude, if there's a fire in Brook, fire creates more fire, Yeah. So fire in Giannis, fire in Brook.
DiVincenzo.
Dude, I like DiVincenzo and Connaughton off the bench. I think they're solid bench guys. DiVincenzo, what I love about him is he makes quick decisions. Yeah. And I love that because he's a good effort player and he's a great cutter, which I think is big. Easy buckets are big for a team like the Bucks, where they don't have too many creators. So like him being able to cut is nice. He had a pretty nice Euro in game 3. He sliced through 2 guys on the perimeter and then had a nice Euro. He just beat the rotating big that went to block him for a pretty solid play. It was pretty beautiful.
It was amazing.
It was pretty much the greatest thing I've ever seen. And that's not me exaggerating. Yeah. I like Connaughton a lot. His shot's great. And I think game 2, he had 11 boards.
Yeah, that's crazy. How tall is he? He's not that tall.
He's like 6'4", 6'5", but he's super athletic. It was a little cringy when he did the whole white man can't jump thing. Yeah. I was like, I get it. Hey man, just because people put you in a box doesn't mean you have to address the box, dude.
on like the biggest
Live
weekend
TV.
in basketball.
Yeah, and then act like you're tight and stuff.
Yeah.
But like, hey man, just go dunk it. I mean, I get how sometimes you need gimmicks to get a 50, but I just didn't like the gimmick a little bit.
Didn't he get a 50 too?
I don't know. I don't remember.
He only was in the first round.
Yeah, he probably didn't get a 50 then. Middleton wasn't hitting anything in game 2. That's one thing I noticed.
Yeah, well, we were talking about this when we were watching the games today. To go 3 months without a basketball, allegedly, is pretty bananas. If you're an professional NBA player.
And dude, that's a terrible thing to say. Like that's a terrible thing to say when you know your contract's going to be up one day.
Yeah.
And then the GMs are going to ask, like, does he even really care about this?
Yeah.
Is it for the money?
When your team's main objective right now is to win a freaking, not only win a championship, but attempt to be a dynasty.
Yeah, that's big. You want your second best player to have a ball around.
But also Giannis living in an apartment, not having a court to go to during quarantine.
Because, Giannis, I feel like he had kind of a life where he didn't have all the money in the world. So I don't think he even spends like he has all the money in the world to this day. Yeah. So he might not have a court in his house.
I couldn't believe that. I think it was you that told me that, right?
What?
That he was at an apartment in Milwaukee. Am I wrong?
Yeah, I didn't tell you that.
Somebody told me that. And
he probably has a house. I don't know where
he has to have a house somewhere.
Yeah, he for sure has a house, I'm guessing.
But to not have access to a basketball court, if that's true, that's bananas.
That's funky. I don't
Lakers in 4.
In that case?
Yeah.
Dude, but I got to say, too, Robin Lopez.
Yeah.
Like, I've always liked him. I always felt he was underrated. His offensive game is underrated. There was this really cool moment I saw. Robin Lopez got the ball on the block, and people were like kind of creeping towards him because they're like, "Oh, Robin Lopez has the ball. We'll take advantage of this kind of." So they were like gonna swarm him a little bit. What he did is he grabbed the ball, raised it over top, and stared dead at this wide open shooter. That wide open shooter's man was rotating down, kind of double team him because Robin Lopez was going to go inside the paint for like a little hook shot. He raised the ball up, stared at the open man, waited for the guy that was creeping in to help against Robin Lopez.
Yeah.
He waited for that man to go back to the open guy, and then he did his little move and shot the three. It was one of the strangest moves I've ever seen because he was trying to telegraph where he would pass it, knowing full well he wasn't going to pass it. It was a beautiful, smart move, one of the stranger offensive possessions I've seen. But reasons like that is why I love Robin Lopez.
Yeah.
He's kind of unorthodox. He's got that kind of geek rage in him.
Yeah.
Like he loves comic books, and he also doesn't like anyone underestimating him.
I told you that commercial of him with the mascots was pretty cringy and stonery.
Yeah, you told me about that.
That's so funny.
And then at the end, he was like, "I think you guys'
phones are on silent." It's like a Zoom call, like a bunch of screens, and then all the mascots are just like, you know,
because they're not responding because they don't have voices.
Because mascots never talk.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, "I think your guys' phones are on silent." Dude. He's like,
and I forget if this was Brooke or Robin, but one of them loves Tolkien. One of them loves Lord of the Rings.
Oh my God. Okay. That's super nerdy.
Yeah, dude. I believe it might have been Brooke, but like Robin, I think is more of the comic booky type, I believe. Let me try and look that up real quick.
Yeah. Which Lopez brother likes J.R.R. Tolkien?
Lopez twin, Lord of the Rings. Hey, but how do you feel about Giannis potentially leaving in the near future?
I mean, dude, the Heat will welcome him with open arms.
You want him on the Heat?
I don't want him on the Heat. I don't think he has the bully mentality the Heat have. See, the bully do the Rockets right, in my opinion. That whole mentality of like aggressiveness and, fuck everyone. They're, oh gosh, I said the F word. But like they're
forget everybody.
Yeah, forget everyone. Their aggressiveness, I don't know if that matches Giannis's energy. Giannis is more of a
he's aggressive, dude, on the court.
He is aggressive on the court, but dude, you can't be that aggressive with such a cute voice, dude. He's got the cutest voice in the NBA.
His voice is adorable.
Yeah, dude.
It's pretty it's adorable. And like he's got like a Greek accent, and it's not like a harsh, super low voice.
You know what he sounds?
Kind of high pitched.
Yeah, you know what he sounds like?
What?
Like Manny Pacquiao as a basketball player.
Yeah, and like off the court, he does have a very lovable thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I think for sure, Giannis on the Celtics or Giannis on the Warriors would be game over for the whole league.
Giannis on the Celtics. Giannis on the Warriors would be game over.
Yeah.
Imagine, dude, unstoppable shooters next to an unstoppable driver to the basket.
With the number 2 pick of the draft. Or, they'll probably trade him with that. But.
Yeah. But, dude, that would be... They're going to win the championship, I feel.
Yeah. Multiple years.
Yeah, dude. But, it might be interesting if... LaMelo goes to the Bucks because the Warriors trade Giannis, but I don't think that's going to happen. But yeah, dude, it's something to consider that Giannis might not be happy after a while of not winning championships. And I feel like people won't be as mad with Giannis for going to the Warriors as like KD, because I think Giannis, it wouldn't feel like Giannis is running from anything. He's not running from any specific team necessarily. He's probably not going to the team that won the championship. Like that whole storm with Kevin Durant was a perfect storm for everything to go against him. So I don't think that's going to happen to him.
Now, to counter that, let's say Giannis or Bucks, Celtics, Eastern Conference Finals.
Okay.
Giannis loses again. Celtics go to the finals. Now, I don't think because I think Celtics Lakers for some reason will always happen. Right?
Dude, it's strange, but that's always how it seems to sort of go.
Yeah.
Every once in a while. Almost every decade. Every decade.
So Celtics Lakers.
I hope that doesn't happen again.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to happen in the near future.
You think?
Yeah. LeBron has 3 more years in him, including this one. But yeah, and the trajectory of the Celtics right now.
Yeah, it's looking good.
The best thing that could happen for Giannis right now, if he doesn't end up winning this championship, is that the Celtics lose to the Raptors. Then that gives him an open spot to go to the Celtics for whatever players they trade.
You know, I think that might actually be worse.
Really?
If the Celtics lose to the Raptors. I think he's a free agent in 2021. So, no, maybe not. Maybe if next year the Celtics lose to the Raptors, it's better for Giannis to go to the Celtics. It's easier for his image to go to the Celtics.
Yeah.
But if the Celtics win, then it is worse for his image for him to go to the Celtics.
Yeah, if the Celtics end up playing him in the Eastern Conference Finals and he loses to them, it's Kevin Durant all over again.
Yeah, for sure. Except the only difference is Giannis isn't going to like probably one of the top teams ever that just won this championship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Kevin Durant went to a team that lost the finals. So if the Celtics lose against the Lakers, I don't know why we're talking about any of this because the Heat are going to the finals.
I mean, some might believe that